Powerful emperor. His name was Shah Jahan. He was a ruler of the great Mughal Empire. Shah Jahan loved beauty and grand buildings. He had already built the Taj Mahal, a tribute to his beloved wife. But he dreamed of something more. He wanted a new capital city. This city would be the grandest in all the land. It would reflect the power and glory of his empire. This new city was to be named Shahjahanabad, the city of Shah Jahan. In the heart of this new city, a mighty fortress would stand. This fortress would be the emperor's home. It would also be the center of his government. Shah Jahan decided to move his capital. He moved it from Agra to Delhi. This was a significant decision. Delhi had been a seat of power for centuries. The year was 1638. The emperor gave his orders. The construction of a magnificent new fort was to begin. This fort would be unlike any other. It was a vision of imperial splendor waiting to be born from the emperor's imagination and the skill of his builders. The emperor chose a strategic location for his new fort. It was on the western bank of the Yamuna River. The river would provide a natural defense on one side. It would also offer cool breezes during the hot Indian summers. The site was spacious, allowing for vast courtyards and gardens. Shah Jahan was not just building a fort, he was creating a world. A world filled with palaces, audience halls, mosques, and lush gardens. This new citadel was to be called Qila-e-Mubarak, the auspicious fort. Later it would become famous as the Lal Qila, the Red Fort. The commission for this grand project was a monumental undertaking. It required immense resources and skilled artisans. The emperor himself took a keen interest in its design. He wanted it to surpass all other forts in Hindustan. The plans were drawn with care. Every detail was considered, from the towering gateways to the intricate carvings. The foundation stone was laid with great ceremony. It marked the beginning of a decade of tireless work. The Red Fort was destined to become a symbol of Mughal power and architectural genius, a dream taking shape in red stone. The Red Fort earned its name from the primary material used in its construction. This material was massive red sandstone. Huge slabs of this vibrant stone were quarried. They were transported to Delhi from distant regions. The choice of red sandstone was symbolic. Red was a color associated with imperial power and authority in Mughal tradition. These stones would form the imposing walls and gateways of the fort. The walls rose high, creating an awe-inspiring sight. They were designed to be strong and formidable, a testament to the empire's might. While red sandstone dominated the exterior, another precious material played a key role. This was pristine white marble. White marble was used for the inner palaces and private chambers. It created a beautiful contrast with the red sandstone. The marble was polished to a high sheen. It gleamed in the sunlight, cool and serene. This juxtaposition of red and white was a hallmark of Shah Jahan's architectural vision. It represented both the power and the refinement of his rule. The selection of these materials was deliberate, reflecting a deep understanding of aesthetics and symbolism. The construction of the Red Fort was a colossal task. It took 10 long years to complete. Work began in 1638 and finished in 1648. Thousands of skilled workers were involved. There were stonecutters, masons, carvers, and laborers. They toiled day and night to bring the emperor's vision to life. The scale of the project was immense. The fort covered a vast area, designed as an irregular octagon. Its perimeter stretched for more than 2 kilometers. The walls were tall, some reaching up to 33 meters in height, designed to protect and impress. Master architects Ustad Ahmad Lahori and Ustad Hamid oversaw the grand project. They were renowned for their skill and expertise. Ustad Ahmad Lahori was also credited with the design of the Taj Mahal. Their challenge was to create a fort that was not only strong but also exquisitely beautiful. They succeeded magnificently. The Red Fort became a masterpiece of planning and execution. The sheer effort involved in quarrying, transporting, and shaping the stones was extraordinary. It was a testament to the organizational power of the Mughal state and the dedication of its craftsmen. The architecture of the Red Fort is a stunning display of artistic fusion. It seamlessly blends several distinct traditions. One can see strong Persian influences. These are evident in the layout of the gardens and the use of intricate floral patterns. The concept of the paradise garden with flowing water and symmetrical designs comes from Persia. The elegant arches and domed structures also echo Persian architectural styles. This influence was strong in the Mughal court. Many artists and architects from Persia were welcomed by the emperors, bringing their unique skills and aesthetics with them. Alongside Persian elements, Timurid traditions are also visible. The Mughals traced their lineage to Timur, also known as Tamerlane. His empire was known for its grand buildings in Central Asia. The Red Fort incorporates Timurid features such as large, imposing gateways and the use of geometric patterns in decoration. The monumental scale of the fort itself is a characteristic of Timurid architecture. This connection to their ancestral heritage was important to the Mughals. It reinforced their identity as rulers of a vast and powerful dynasty with deep historical roots. These imported styles were not simply copied, they were skillfully combined with indigenous Indian architectural traditions. Local artisans brought their own expertise and artistic sensibilities. This resulted in a unique style that is distinctly Mughal. The use of chatris, jaharokas, and intricate stone latticework are all Indian elements. This blending created a vibrant and harmonious architectural language. The Red Fort stands as a prime example of this successful synthesis, a true meeting of cultures in stone and marble. The overall design of the Red Fort is remarkably sophisticated. It was planned with great attention to detail. Public areas were separated from private imperial quarters. There were clear pathways and strategically placed buildings. The layout ensured both security and aesthetic appeal. The use of water channels, known as nar-i-bihisht, connected many of the buildings. These channels cooled the air and added to the beauty of the complex. The Red Fort is not just a collection of buildings, it is a carefully orchestrated architectural experience designed to impress and inspire awe. The Red Fort was much more than just a beautiful building. For nearly 200 years it was the main residence of the Mughal emperors. From Shah Jahan onwards, successive rulers lived within its mighty walls. It was the nerve center of a vast and sprawling empire. Here, emperors held court, made crucial decisions, and received foreign dignitaries. The fort buzzed with activity. Soldiers, courtiers, artists, and petitioners all played their part in the daily life of this imperial city within a city. Its corridors and halls witnessed the ebb and flow of Mughal power. The historical importance of the Red Fort cannot be overstated. It was the political and ceremonial hub of Mughal India. Important decrees were issued from here. Grand celebrations such as coronations and royal birthdays took place within its precincts. The fort symbolized the sovereignty of the Mughal emperor. Its imposing presence dominated the landscape of Shahjahanabad. The daily rituals and elaborate court etiquette observed here reinforced the emperor's supreme authority. The Red Fort was the stage upon which the drama of Mughal rule unfolded for generations. In recognition of its outstanding universal value, the Red Fort complex was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. This prestigious status acknowledges its architectural brilliance and its historical significance. UNESCO described it as representing the zenith of Mughal creativity. The fort's planning and design influenced later buildings and gardens in the Indian subcontinent. This international recognition helps in the preservation and protection of this magnificent monument. It ensures that future generations can continue to marvel at its grandeur and learn from its rich history. The Red Fort's role as an imperial residence continued until the Indian Mutiny of 1857. After the mutiny, the British took control of the fort. They made significant alterations, demolishing some structures and repurposing others. Despite these changes, the core essence of Shah Jahan's creation remained. The fort's historical narrative is complex, reflecting periods of glory, decline, and transformation. It stands today not just as a relic of the Mughal era, but as a layered monument. Its stones tell stories of emperors, empires, and the changing tides of history.